Hello everyone, and welcome to February's bullet journal video. This month's theme is going to be spells, so I have a lot of wands and little magic-y, just general magic-y looking things going on throughout the month, and I used a ton of watercolor for this month just because I got carried away with it. It was just a lot of fun. So I kept the cover page extremely simple. It's just a wand with some blue smoke magic coming out of it and some sparkles around it. And then on the next page, I started off immediately with my sleep tracker that I have always known and loved, and it has just worked incredibly well for me, so I've stuck with it. And plus it's just kind of fun to track and see, how I'm sleeping and what impacts it, and etc. Next I am doing my cleaning chart, the new tracker that I have started doing. I've really loved doing these. I switched it up just barely, not really a lot from last month, just very minimal changes, but I kept with the wheel and the daily, weekly, and monthly tasks because I liked the way it worked. I might try something different next month, but for now I like how this has been working, so I stuck with it. And then I drew the symbol, the wand movement symbol for Reparo in the center of the little circle. And at the top for the little headers where it says sleep tracker and cleaning chart, I decided to do the Priore Incantatum because I thought it would look kind of cool with the two spells clashing at the center of the page. So I just watercolored in the green on the left and reds on the right side. And then for the sleep tracker, I stuck with the highlight color of green for that side of the page. And for my cleaning chart, I did varying shades of reds and oranges and things like that. On the next page, I jumped straight into my habit tracker and my mood tracker. For my habit trackers, I decided to trace out the numbers in the different wand movement forms, and so each number will get filled in with a little colored dot, and it'll trace the outline of how you move your wand to do a spell. So I have Alohomora, Incendio, Ascendio, Revelio, Herbivicus, and Lumos on the page. And then for my mood tracker, I did another wand. And my gosh, I'm sorry. I did another wand, and coming out of it were these different little star, sparkly, magic-y looking bits that I had numbered one for each day of the month, and then a key on the edge correlating to the moods, and I filled in different colors for the different moods. And in between each of the little sparkly bits that I will be filling in for my mood, I put some purple, smoky, magic-y looking watercolor down, just to fill it in and give it some more color, so it's not just little sparkles running down the page. And I just did this using my handy dandy little watercolor pen that I have been using and absolutely adoring. I really love this thing. It's been so much fun to use. Next, I jumped straight into my expense tracker. That's something else that I did this month that I didn't do last month. Last month I wanted a more rough looking, feel to it, I guess. and I didn't use my ruler for most anything. And this month I used my ruler for just about everything. This is basically the same expense tracker that I have developed over time and been using, with the main change being in the incoming. I have 2 columns for incoming now instead of just 1, because I've been having to split it in half these months to make more space for incoming, which isn't a terrible problem to have. However, I have needed to make more room, and without wanting to extend the box down too much down the page, I decided to just create double columns. And I have all the same categories like bills and food, and a baby category got added in this year, and etc. Then at the top, I just drew some, again, more watercolored, smoky looking bits at the top where it says expense tracker, and I added little star type things around in there to kind of give it a little something extra than it just being plain green smoke. Next is my video tracker page, and on this page, my video tracker and my brain dump page, I decided to go with Incendio and Fire. So I used a lot of yellows and oranges and reds, and I realized that it came out looking very Gryffindor-y, but that wasn't what I actually meant to do. I just stuck with fire colors. So the video tracker page is the wand itself, and then on the brain dump is the actual spell coming out of the wand, and they are the flames part of it. So I drew the wand, and then I watercolored in some flames coming out of the wand on the brain dump side. Next, moving on, is my first week of the month, and for this page, I decided to go with little bits of parchment for each of the boxes for the days. And inside and around these boxes, I drew feathers for Wingardium Leviosa, kind of pay a little tribute to that spell. So I drew a whole ton of feathers throughout both these pages for the week, and they're just lying on top of and behind and around all the pieces of parchment. And then I filled them in with different, very simple colors. So those colors mainly consisted of just gray and 2 or 3 different shades of brown for the feathers. I kept it very simple for the feather colors. I didn't want to do anything crazy, and I still thought it looked really nice, so that's what I am doing now. Then, to make it more magic-y than just feathers, I added some little sparkly bits around each of the feathers to make it look like they were floating and flying and magical, because that is the spell. Then I just added some color around the edges of my little parchment boxes, and that was it. Now time for the final flip through. Well, that's all that I have for you guys for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below as well. And yeah, that's all that I got for you. So I will see you guys in the next one.